Hi there, Karen Mays here on a Sunday, and I just wanted to come on and share some thoughts with you. And I have a couple things on my mind. One, if you are interested in becoming debt free, this is something I'm volunteering to do. I'm going to be the volunteer leader of a class that starts on Wednesday evening. It's a 9-week class through Dave Ramsey. If you're familiar with who that is, great. You probably know what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar with who that is, you can go ahead and look it up. And if you want to take the class, I will be leading it starting on Wednesday evenings over Zoom for the next 9 weeks. And it's going to be really fun. And it's a journey that has really helped my husband and me as we work through that part of our lives. So what else do I want to talk about today? Yesterday I posted about getting back in the groove of it's getting back in the groove of everything post holidays and kids getting back to school and this and that and the other thing, and also getting back into our routine of going to Kempo, which is a martial art. We go to Kempo classes a couple times. We go once a week as a family, and the kids go a couple of other times a week, and then my husband and I go to an adult class once a week. So doing that, and then I made the decision also to get back into Tai Chi, which is done at the same dojo, Greenwich Kempo, for those of you who are local. We love it. And it's been so good, not just for the getting back into what's familiar, but it really reminded me of why I want to move my body better and work on my health. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like, did I have amnesia? This is why. This is what informs all the other stuff I want to be doing. And working on my strength and working on my cardiovascular endurance. It's going to help me with all these other things that I want to do. So if I can give you one tip as we look out at the week coming ahead of us, it's move your body. Get moving so you can remember why it feels good and why you want to be doing it. It'll come back to you. It's like muscle memory. It's maybe you're like, I don't want to do any of that stuff. What's good about it? Just do it. Don't think about it too much. Just get out the door or in the door, do it inside if you want, and do it. Move your body, get your heart rate up, and remember, it'll remind you of what you're doing it for. So that's my little get up and go tip for the week. The other thing I've been thinking about today is I'm just so grateful. I have so much gratitude today because I don't know how the universe works this way, but over the last few years, but particularly over the last 6 months to a year, I have reconnected with some people that I went to college with. And it's what's really kind of cool. These are people I hadn't really spoken to in between. We might connect on social media, give a like, give a comment sometimes, but not a full-blown conversation. And when we do talk, it's not about the weather, and it's not about the little things. We're catching up on the big rocks of life. Our families, our kids, our relationships, our marriages, our whatever our careers, all the big stuff. And how are you? How are you? And how often do we get to have conversations, real conversations like that? What's really going on? What's behind that fine? And you might be, if you know who you are. There's more than one of you out there that I've reconnected with. And it's been such a gift. And it's so funny to think back. Some of them, my kids are a little younger, but some of them have kids who are the age that we were when we first met in college. And it's, how are we parents to kids that age? It's crazy. And, it's really, these are salt of the earth, good people, good parents, trying to be better versions of themselves, striving to be better, and they're already way above, what most people ever hope to be. And it's an honor. It's an honor to reconnect with them. And it reminds me of who I am. I look back at myself the last time we were together, and here we are 20 years later and looking at, our party busing days are behind us, and we're just working on this stage of life that we're at now, but we're the same. We're the same. Not that much has changed with who we are. Some of the facts and figures have changed. The geography may have changed a bit, but we still know each other after all these years. And that's a gift. That's a gift. That's something to be grateful for. And maybe you're at the stage of life where you're just forming those kinds of connections. And maybe you don't know who those people are going to be, years from now, that you're going to reconnect with and remind you of who you are. And that even though maybe like me, I feel like I've done so much growing and I've evolved and figured some stuff out, but I'm not at my core. I'm still the girl I was back in 1992 going off to California. For those of you who don't know, I grew up in Connecticut, which is where I live now, and went off to college in California. Ended up staying in California for many years. So I lived in and around Los Angeles for many years. And, I'm not going to go into any of the personal stuff, but it's, it's just so much fun to hang out with them. And hanging around with them and hearing about what they're working on personally inspires me. It inspires me to be better, do better, and we learn from each other. I know I learn from them. So, what are you grateful for today? What's come into your life in the last year or so that you can look up and say, you know what? I don't know how that happened, but I'm so grateful for it. This weird virtual world that we live in today, there's some stuff to be grateful for. And ironically, it can actually help human connection in this virtual world that we're in. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm grateful today. Today is a day for gratitude. I'm trying to make a habit of looking back at the end of a week. And so Sunday is kind of it's the beginning and the end. I'm looking forward to the week coming up, and I reflect back on the week that was, and what went well, and what can be improved upon. And that's one of the things that went well, is I got to connect with a lot of people. And it reminds me to be more mindful of connecting, truly connecting with the people that I do see every day and that I am connecting with, and to go beyond talking about the weather and kids' activities and, how are you? No, really, how are you? I noticed this, that, or the other thing. Tell me more about that. We have opportunities. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So those are my thoughts for this Sunday. I hope it's helped somebody out there. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Get out there and move your body, whatever way it works for you to do that, whether it's walking or doing a workout at home. It's cold here in Connecticut, so you might want to do it at home. Whether it's Tai Chi or yoga or whatever it is for you, move your body so that you can remember why you love to move your body and why you might want to do more of it. And that's it. See you soon.